That's so cool how they come flying through the air. I hate them. I really do. I hate those ones with a passion because they're the only ones that'll pretty much flank you. But they just look really cool. Ooh, that's a little close. It's gonna hurt maybe. Okay, we're good, we're good. We're good. What's going on, fellow gamers? ChaosEclipse here. We are back on Helldivers 2 today, and I just wanted to talk about a few things in the game. So I play on PS5. PS5 has been a little iffy with some of the updates and things like that, but it is overall a fantastic game. Obviously, they didn't really do a beta, and they just kind of jumped right into it, so you should be able to expect, you know, a little bit of some mess ups. I wouldn't really call them anything bad, but you know, like we weren't getting rewards and stuff like that for a bit. That's why they had to take down the servers and all that. We're actually going to turn off our depth of field here because I want everything to be clear. Okay, so first thing that I wanted to talk about, I don't know how many of these tips there's going to be. I'm just kind of winging it here, I'm not going to lie. So first thing I want to talk about is when you're picking your mission, doesn't matter which one we're going to pick, we're actually going to go all the way to easy. That way I can actually show you guys some stuff. Eliminate the brute commander. Sure, there's two of them. That'd be easy. So we're going to go ahead and hit X on that. We're going to come over here. We're going to jump in our pod. Now, first thing I want to talk about is when you are in multiplayer. When you're in multiplayer, you pick your mission, you pick wherever you're going to drop, all that good stuff. What happens is it will give you this screen here. Obviously, if there were other people in here where it says empty slot down at the bottom, I would have a person in each one of those slots. When you're picking your loadout here, these are your stratagems. These are things that you unlock during the gameplay. You'll get points up in the top right. There'll be the little yellow icon, and you'll be able to unlock all of these. So when you're in here, when you're picking your offensive and your defensive things, the supply I don't think matters, but your offensive and your defensive. If I was to pick the orbital Gatling barrage, what I'm highlighting right now, if you see this same symbol on any one of the other three players' screens, like they'll have a little thing down at the bottom showing which ones they're bringing as well. So if we both say there's two of us both bringing this one, be careful with that, because what it does is it shares the same cooldown. So if I call an orbital strike, he'll have to wait for whatever the cooldown time is, which right there in the middle of the screen you can see it's 80 seconds. So if we both try calling it in at the same time, it's not going to work. Now if I pick this one and he picks any one of these other ones, these are obviously the only ones I have unlocked at the time. There are a ton of them, but if I pick this one, he picks any of the other ones, that cooldown timer is not shared. Even if it's something similar, so like down here at the very bottom for the defensive, I have the Gatling sentry and I also have the machine gun sentry. These are also shared if you're bringing the same type of defensive things. So if I was to call the Gatling sentry, if anyone else has it, they'll have to wait the 180 seconds. But if I have the Gatling sentry and someone else has the machine gun sentry, you don't have to wait for those. So I just wanted to point that out real quick, and then we'll jump into the game here and I'll point out a few other things. Alright, so once you're in here in the game, this is going to have to go a little bit quick because I am on a timer here. Any of the things you see like this says common sample, where you see this symbol period, pick those up. These are the things that will eventually help you to unlock your items, your stratagems, things like that. If you come into the game, I want you to look down in the bottom left where you see your magazines. So if I finish off one of these magazines real quick and I reload, you can see there that I have 3 of 4, and the magazine where it's emptying is the white bar that's inside of the little magazine icon. Now this gun here, it came with only 5 magazines with me. What a lot of people do when they first come in, and I would suggest doing this, call in any of the supply stuff you have. So for me, it's any of the blue ones, it's the machine gun, and I have the supply pack. So if I hit down, left, down, up, right, that's for my machine gun, and then I do down, left, down, up, down, that's for my supply pack. Call those in immediately when you land. Grab your stuff and then go from there. Now what a lot of people like to do when they come into the game is they will, sorry, I thought I heard bugs. They will immediately call in a resupply. which is the yellow one there at the top. It's the down, down, upright. A lot of people will call this in. That way they can get full magazines. Like I said, right now I only have 5 of 4, but obviously I could also pick up this ammo here behind me. I'm not going to do that just because I'm calling this in, so I want to show you guys how this works. It's nothing complicated or anything, but you literally run up to it and you'll hit X to pick up one of these. There should be 4 in here. What I want to point out before you pick those up, before you even call those in, for any of the new people who are playing the game, if you realize you don't have all of your magazines, go ahead and call it in. Now, there is a perk that one person with the team can bring, and it works for everybody. I don't remember what it's called. It's a boost perk, though. What it does is it will give you full magazines for all of your weapons. So before you call in this and you waste one of the supply cooldown things, it's not really going to matter too much because you can call these in infinitely. But if you're not wanting to wait for this supply thing because you're calling in your support weapons, make sure that you even have some of your magazines missing, because if they have that booster perk on, what it's going to do is it's going to automatically give you all of your magazines. Like now, I just picked one up. I already have 7 of 7 now. I have 4 of 4 there, and I have 2 of 2 there with my machine gun. That's what it'll look like when you first come in without calling this. So make sure that you guys actually are missing stuff before calling those in. That's all I wanted to point out there. And then we will take a look at the map here. So obviously we have this here, which is a brood mother, or brood commander, sorry, I'm used to playing ARC. So we have this one here and the one down here, and also have bugs coming up behind me. They were able to call it in. So those 2 objectives that you guys seen, if you take a look at the map and you see however many of the things that you do have, hang on, because I'm getting distracted here. Okay. And we'll go ahead and pick that up. So if you take a look here, we have 2 objectives here. Now what I want to point out is there are multiple objectives even though you only see these 2. One of the other objectives is every single red hotspot that you see like this. So if you click on that, you can see that we have one right over here. We're going to head over there and I'll show you what the objective is. For any of these red spots like this, it's always the same. It's literally just closing up bug holes. What I mean by that is you'll come to a spot like this and you see that right there.
Bug hole.
That's a bug hole.
On my position.
It's a little bit to the right of that marker, right here where I'm pointing. Those are bug holes. Inside of those bug holes, what you basically have to do is you just have to close them up. There are multiple ways of doing that. The easiest is probably by calling an orbital strike on them. The little more, I don't want to say it's complicated, but the little more over exaggerated is to call an airstrike. But the airstrike does have to hit the holes directly. If you want to just do it with a grenade, make sure it goes into the hole and it will close that one hole. So you still have to have enough grenades to be able to close all of the holes. So we're going to close this one, and we're also going to close this one. That right there will complete one objective here. You can see there it says area secured. It tells you you're getting extra XP and whatever that R symbol is. Also, don't forget to check the area for any of these samples. They can be inside of this area here, or they can be around the edges on the outside. So even out here, running around here, check there as well. These samples are how you're going to get your upgrades. You always want to get those. I didn't plan on covering this one, but since we see it there in the distance, you guys can see that glowing little icon thing there. So that is an actual drop. It could be multiple things. It could be more samples like we just picked up. It could be a rare sample. It could be, I think they're called requisition slips. It could be super credits. It could be an extra support weapon. Either way, you guys should always come and check these, because if it's super credits, that's going to help you buy other stuff. If it's the samples, that's going to help you buy stuff. Here. Almost anything you get from here, unless it's an actual weapon, it's going to be an upgrade for you. Okay, and this is a weapon. Of course it would do that to me. Although the flamethrower, from what I've heard, is not bad. I have not used it myself. It looks pretty cool when you use it. But I've seen too many people get run up on with the flamethrower because the bugs can still move. And then obviously, even though there's an item like this, still check the area because you can find samples like this. So pick up all of those. These are extra grenades and extra ammo if you are out of some of them. If you guys have like only one magazine missing, make sure that you're leaving extra ammo and stuff like that. Technically I can pick that up, but I would technically, if I'm playing with a team, I would leave that for my team members. I'm gonna go ahead and take it though, because obviously I don't have any team members. If you do have team members, down on the bottom left you'll see I'm C1 right now. Down in the bottom left it's C1. It'll have a color coordinated thing, so people will either call me C1, they'll call me orange, they'll call me whatever. So any of those things is what they'll call me. Or you can also hit the touchpad and that will show names and stuff as well, for the players that you're playing with. So you can call people like that. If you're not using a mic, you can use R1 to ping different items. So like if someone needs ammo, and obviously my ammo's full right now because it doesn't even give me the option to pick up, I can tag all of these. The tag will go away after a little bit, but it will stay on there for them for just a few seconds. But what I was talking about with down in the bottom left as well, what do we got here? A medal. Oh, so these are the things that you can use to buy your stratagem. So always grab those. And look, there's more ammo here. More grenades.
Supplies.
What I was talking about down in the bottom left. So you'll see that you'll be able to see the little needle that's on the right side of my health bar there where it says 404, the little needle, that is my stim packs. If someone has a red symbol of that, that means they're out of stims. If they have the little ammo symbol, which I don't have it on mine because it's my character, but if you're looking at someone else's, see those 3 bullets that are right there in the center of the screen? You'll see that next to their name and it'll be red. If that is red, that means that they're also out of ammo. If they are out of ammo and there's none of these packs, you guys are on a cooldown with your resupply timer. That's why I carry around this backpack that I used, which is my support thing there. It's called the supply pack. I can refill other people's ammo too. So usually if I see that they're on red and you know, they're switching weapons a lot or they're running a lot or something like that, that means that they're really low on ammo or they have nothing. I'll run up to them and I'll give them ammo. So that's usually how I play. Obviously you don't have to play that way, it just depends. I'm pretty sure they seen me. Did they? Maybe not. You can take a stealth approach to the game, since we're doing that now as well. You don't have to shoot every single bug you see. Obviously the more bugs you kill, the more XP you're going to get, stuff like that. I think they're coming. But you don't have to. Can't tell if they're following me or not. I think they went over there because that's the last place they saw me, but I don't know if they know that I'm actually here. I think they're still just patrolling. Because they would have already came running at me. There are other objectives on the map that sometimes don't show up. So like there's usually at least one blue objective around the map, which I'm not seeing any right now. So that means I would have to actually run around and look for it. Usually you can tell what they are by finding different buildings. Usually if there is a building with like a satellite dish or anything like that, usually that is an objective for you. What else? What else? If you're calling in an airstrike and you're playing with team members, if you have a mic, let them know that you're calling something in and let them know what you're calling in. Whether it's like just a regular airstrike or orbital strike, like a mini nuke, anything like that, because most players know who are like a bit more advanced, or if not, then they'll learn by knowing what you're actually calling out. They'll be able to figure out what you're calling in and how far away they need to be. Because if I call in an orbital strike and it's let me see. We'll do a resupply because it's not going to waste anything. So if I call in an orbital strike and I call it literally right there, with the orbital strike, I could probably be about here. It might throw me back, but it's not going to kill me. If you call in a mini nuke or like a one of these Eagle cluster things here, this thing here, you'll want to throw that really far away because that cluster strike is going to be a lot of bombs together. So if I'm standing as close as I was to the other one, that would kill me and it would kill a lot of people that are around it. But as you can see, I don't need this. That's why I said just be careful with the resupply cooldown timer, because it's like about 3 minutes. You can see there it's at like 240. So it was probably 250 when I called it in, because I was also showing the other strike. And I'm running right along the edge here. What else? If you are using any weapon, doesn't matter which weapon. Once again, I'm on PS5. I don't know what the controls are for PC. If you're holding L2 to aim and you don't like that aim, you can also hit R3, which will take you into first person. You can't stay in first person. Once you come out, it's going to go back. You can have it to where it'll go into that mode every single time. If you go down to, hang on, trying to find it for you guys. I think it might be under the first one, the gameplay one that we were just under. Let's see, gameplay. Yeah, here you go. So you can see there on the left side it says remember aim mode. Right now I have it off. That means every time I stop aiming, it's going to revert back to my third person. You can have all weapons go back to whatever you had them in. So if I set it to global, that means that any weapon that I use is automatically going to put me in the first person. If I set it to whatever the third option is, that means that it'll stay first person for this weapon, but when I switch weapons, it won't stay for this one. So there's a lot of different options there. Kind of mess around with it, see what you guys want. I like the third person. It's not bad. I would prefer if the whole game was in first person. That would be pretty cool as well. I've seen a lot of new players come across something like this. They'll just check the area and they'll be like, ooh, samples. And that's great. You got samples. What you don't know is you can also blow this right here open. I don't think you can shoot it open. But you at least need a grenade, or I think you can use one of these. Let's find out. You can definitely use a grenade, but we're going to test and see if we can use that as well. Ah, it does work. That's pretty cool. So in here, there'll be weapons, there'll be medals, there'll be super credits, anything like that. You can get rare samples out of there. Always blow those open. If you're not sure if you can blow it open, try it. You might be able to get in there. You might be able to get some pretty cool stuff. The different call-ins that you do. So like right now I'm going to do this Eagle Cluster Strike on those bugs that are over there. So when I throw this, you're going to see that it's going to have a red beam on it. Hopefully they don't realize that it came from me. Of course they do. Still got it. So that right there shows that that I did like the red beam that you guys seen when I called that in. That just shows that I was using something that's going to be offensive. If I use something defensive, like this Gatlin here, you can see it's going to be a blue beam. That means it's not going to explode when it comes down or anything like that, so I'm safe to be around it. Still be careful with the sentries and stuff like that. A lot of these things, well actually everything in the game, I will say, is friendly fire. So this sentry turret, even though it's mine, it can kill me. If I call in an airstrike in this area, I can accidentally blow up the airstrike. If someone else calls an airstrike on my Gatlin, they can blow it up. So everything in the game does have friendly fire on it. Just be careful with that. You don't want to be destroying teammates' items if you don't have to. And preferably you're not doing that on purpose, because if you are, that's not cool. What else? This here. This is actually the blue item that I was telling you guys about. So it did appear on the map now that we found it. Come on, get up there. You got it. There you go. There you go. So what you do with this is, first we have to raise up this this thing here. So we'll have to look for a terminal. Come over to the terminal. We're going to enter in the code here. Oh wait, we have to wait for it to come on. Okay, so I didn't know what to do on this screen. It literally tells you up. So you just hit up on the D-pad. It'll raise up the thing there. We just have to wait for it. In the meantime, you guys can run around because you can find samples and stuff in this area too. A lot of times there's not samples, but you'd be surprised if you do find one, because you can find them here. So, but for the most part, they're usually not at this one. But I will say, if you're playing in the higher modes, right now we're on easy. If you're playing in like challenging or something like that, you'll have a better chance of finding stuff, because with the higher rankings in the game, there are more there's more loot everywhere. So with this one, we have to basically line the dish with that little triangle where you can see to the right of my hand there. So I basically have to go 180 degrees from the area it's facing now. So what we have to do, come over here. We're going to click X on this little thing here. And you can use left and right to turn it. You'll also, I'm going to be quiet here, you'll also hear an audio ping once it gets within range of the of where it needs to be. Hang on though, there's bugs. They see me? They do. Take those
in. Mag's empty! Last reload!
I saw you. There you are. I saw another one too somewhere. I don't know where he went. I don't know. Alright, so listen for the audio cue when it gets to about 180 degrees. It can be anywhere in that triangle, so it doesn't have to be perfectly 180 degrees. So just listen up, guys. Did you hear it? That's coming from the monitor over there. I'm going to take it out of it. You can hear it go off, and then I'll turn it back on. So that means it's within range there. So once it's in range, you need to come back over to the monitor or have your friend do it, whoever you're playing with. Hopefully they know. They'll come over here. They'll hit up on the pad again. Sometimes you'll have to. This is on easy mode once again. Sometimes you'll have to actually do like up, down, left, right, kind of like calling in the stratagems there. But because it's on easy, I guess that's why it was just that. Let's go ahead and find the brood commander over here. We should be able to take it down fairly simple with our machine gun. Oh, that's the other thing I was going to talk about. So with your machine gun or any... I don't know if it works with any gun. We can find out. If you hold square with your gun, you can see here that you can increase or decrease how many rounds per second your gun shoots. Be very careful with this because you can go through ammo very quickly. You can also hold down on the D-pad. You can drop different items that you have on you. You can even drop your samples there. Left is to salute. Right is for your grenades. Up is for your stims. Let's go find this brood commander. The brood commander is going to look like one of the smaller armored ones. Kind of like these regular white looking ones right here. But it's going to be a bigger one. Like it's going to be taller. And it'll have a little, like a darker armor on it. So that's what it's going to look like. I will point it out when I see it. Well, if I forget to, I'll mark it when I see it. That way you guys know which one I'm talking about. But it should be right in this area, which is why I looked at the map there. Because we're pretty much right on top of it, so it's somewhere in this area. It's probably right up in here.
Mission at 20 minutes remaining.
No. Back over here. Probably not, but there is a bug hole here. Oh, no, that's not it. So that's an armored one. You can only shoot it where the armor is not at. So when it hunkers down like that, you can't really shoot it unless you have a stronger weapon like this. Armor's not going to matter. I'm going to go ahead and close that hole. That'll complete an objective there. We're going to reload this gun. That's another thing. So you guys can see here. So I have 2 of 7 magazines left. If I shoot just a couple rounds, it will let me reload. I still have almost my full magazine. If I hit square, I waste all the ammo in that magazine. So if I hit square, I'm now at 1 of 7. It does not save that ammo. If I hit down on the D-pad, just tap it. It uses one of the ammo packs there, and I'm at full ammo with all my guns again. Of course, you do have to reload if you were not, if you didn't have at least 1 mag in the weapon. Where is this brood commander? I hear you. I hear something. Sounds like it. I hear a couple things. Is that you? Is that you right there?
Marking locations. No. Never mind.
It'll mark with a even in the smoke. It'll mark with a
west.
like a crosshair if you actually mark a creature.
Marking location. Cancel that.
Where are you at? There's something
Tagging
there.
location. Never mind.
Is that
Marking
it?
location. Cancel that.
There it is. That's the brood commander. I'll let him get a little closer so you guys can actually see him. Bring him out of the smoke here. There you go. The big one right there. That's the brood commander. But we're going to go ahead and take him down with no problem. We're just making sure ain't nothing going to... Oh, well, they're going to run up on us in the back. Alright. And we're dead. A little close on that one, but we're alright. Run up here if it'll let us.
Mag's empty!
Cool. Oh, you're still alive.
Mag's empty! Freedom never sleeps!
So they can, as you guys seen, they can kind of burrow into the ground and come up underneath of you. So don't think that just because you're up on a rock like this that that they can't get you. Also, you can get up on top of even the high rocks because eventually you'll be able to unlock a jump pack, which will allow you to jump a little bit higher and stuff. So. Alright, we got 16 minutes. I'm gonna not worry about the rest of these. So like there, I could close some bug holes. I can close bug hole here. I can close one up there. I can close one over there. All of these things here, minor place of interest. What's it called? They are places where you can usually find samples and stuff. Usually when you do this satellite thing here, the radar station, usually it will ping everything that's available to you on the map. There still is, I believe, a little bit of hidden stuff out there, but not much. But we need to go and we need to kill this other brood commander so that we can actually extract and have a successful mission here. Since this is right here, we're going to go ahead and complete this one as well. A lot of times these things will not hit it because that does shoot sporadically across it, but we'll see if we can actually close the hole with that.
Say hello to democracy!
That's alright. Okay. Good bugs behind us.
Bug outpost! How about a nice cup of liver tea?
Oh, that's another thing I want to point out to you guys. Hopefully not too much. Go ahead, hit me. Okay, just once, chill. Okay, so when you're running, oh, hello ammo, thank you. So when you're running, you can see the stamina down at the bottom. If you have a little bit of health missing, you can actually use a stim, and it will give you back full stamina as well. It only works if you are missing health, because you cannot use a stim if you're not missing the health. I've never seen this. Can I blow this open? Oh, this is a building, isn't it? See, I don't think the Eagle Cluster Strike destroys buildings, though. Will this work? No. I don't know if you can blow that open. I'll be honest with you guys. Alright, so the other brood commander's here. I just gotta find him real quick and kill him. It's probably up in there. So that's right, we're gonna circle around those guys, because...
Main objective nearby.
It's because why not, right? If you see that, it means that they're calling in reinforcements, basically, like that. Usually, if you can shoot them fast enough, it will stop it. But for the most part, they're going to be able to call it in fairly quick, faster than you can kill them anyway. So a I wouldn't count on ever stopping them really.
Mag's empty.
Unless you're lucky and you're already shooting before. Oh, hello. You're not the brute commander, but you're armored, so bring out the big one for you. Oh god. Oh god, not like this.
Not today!
No, 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 no. Oh god, oh god. Get up, get up, get up.
I need stims!
Oh, I don't have stims. That gave me stims. I used one of my ammo packs.
Say hello to democracy! Mag's empty!
Brood. Okay, alright, we need to reload this gun or we're not going to be able to kill him. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, thank you. There we go.
Last reload!
Okay, so now we can extract. Alright, when you're extracting, last tip guys, when you're extracting, if you're already at the extract point, so for us it's way over here.
Dropping a pin.
If you see that someone isn't there, they're trying to complete a mission, if they have time, give them a chance. Let them try to do it. Don't call the extraction immediately. Even if the timer hits 0, it'll automatically call an extraction for you. You just won't be able to use any stratagems after that. So give them time. Let them do it. The other thing I want to point out, are we going to run into anything? No. Well, we shouldn't. Probably just patrol. Okay, the other thing I want to point out is if you do call in the extract, it's not going to start the countdown timer unless you're playing solo or unless someone gets on the ship. So if no one's on the ship and you have 4 people in your team and someone's out in the middle of nowhere, if he doesn't tell you to go, wait for him. He's probably going to make it back. You got to have faith in your other Helldivers. Don't just kind of bail on them. But just hang out for a minute. They should be able to get it, and don't worry about whether they're going to make it or not. If they don't make it, they're going to die, and then you'll still be able to extract anyway because the ship's already there. Just don't be selfish, guys. That's basically it. Once again, this is basically for all of the new people that are just now getting the game, anyone who does not really know about Helldivers, things like that. I did play the first one. The first one was very similar. The main difference was that it was a top-down view. It was not third person like this. Third person is absolutely amazing, and I'm glad that they did it with the game. It looks absolutely lovely.
Get some! Get some!
I keep turning around to look at the turret because if it faces this way, I'm gonna have to dive onto the ground and hopefully not die from it. Did I even call this in? Yeah, got a minute still.
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
Prosperity!
That's so cool how they come flying through the air. I hate them. I really do. I hate those ones with a passion because they're the only ones that'll pretty much flank you. But they just look really cool. Ooh, that's a little close. It's gonna hurt maybe. Okay, we're good, we're good. We're good.
ETA T-minus 20 seconds.
20 seconds. Also, last tip, I think I might have already said that, but this one is for sure the last tip. When your aircraft is coming in, don't stand under any of the don't stand under any of the jet pack things, the thrusters. I couldn't think of what they were called. Don't stand under any of the thrusters. They will kill you, and try not to be near too many bugs because a lot of times they will shoot the bugs as they're coming in. But yeah, also don't even stand under this thruster back here. Wait till it lands and then you guys can board it.
Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
But that's gonna be it, guys. I'm ChaosEclipse. Thank you for all the tips. Thank you for all the tips. You're welcome for all the tips. This has been nothing but like tips for Helldivers for new players and everything. Also, if anything, I want to give a big shout out to someone called Suspect Taken. There is 2 T's in that. I will link him down in the oh my god, in the comment section and in the description box. Check out his videos. He is new and upcoming. I found him on TikTok. Really great guy. He's part of the Sus Clan. I am part of the Sus Clan because I did subscribe to him. But if you guys want to be part of the Sus Clan too, go ahead and go over there and check that out. Really cool guy. Hopefully I eventually get to play with him. We'll see what happens. But yeah, thanks for watching. Questions, comments, concerns, put it down in the comment section. Don't forget to smash the like button, smash that subscribe button, and lastly, make sure you guys are hitting that notification bell icon because it does let you guys know every time I post videos and every time I do a live. Have not done too many lives lately, but I have been posting videos daily. I'm going to try to keep up with that. Hopefully I can get ahead. It seems like I get ahead and then I kind of fall behind, which is why this video is not coming out at 7 a.m. But they've still been daily, so that's it. I can't think of anything else. But thank you all for joining me. You can take a look at our stats here. My accuracy is always 50 or above. It used to be up in the 60s, but it looks like we're getting worse and worse. But that's all right. It's not that big of a deal.
Well done.
We can go over the ship stuff if you guys want to stick around. So anything in here, you're going to end up using your R, which is like, I guess, your reputation. Every time you do a mission, you'll get the little R thing there, which is pretty cool. That's how you buy all the stuff. As you can see, the one with the red locks, those are available at certain levels. The ones with the yellow locks means you don't have them unlocked yet, but you can currently unlock them. If you have any that don't have a symbol at all, like this one here, that means that I can technically unlock it, but I don't have enough points for it. So you can see there, that one is 10,000, that one's 9,000. I just don't have enough for either one of those. The red ones, like I said, that means you have to be a certain level. Yellow ones you can currently unlock. Green ones you already have unlocked. These are all of your what are they called? Your stratagems. And then if we look at our ship modules here, this one here is it says it increases the number of magazines included with each support weapon. I mean, it has not worked for me. I don't know if they know about that. I did report it. It has not worked. No matter what, I always have 2 magazines with that support weapon. So I don't know what this means. I don't know if I have to do something else for it. I don't know what I'm missing there. But these ones will all use the green and sometimes the orange ones up in the top right. If we come over here, you can see all the stuff that you've currently unlocked as far as your weaponry, your armor, character stuff, including your different titles that you have and everything, different emotes that you may have gotten, your victory poses, your player card stuff, and we already talked about titles. Alright, that's it, for sure, 100%. I'll see you guys in the next video. Join me next time when we dive down to a planet and kill some stuff. Bye.